Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Survival Russia. So I'm making the intro here just for a little bit of context. We already had a few weeks of t-shirt and shorts weather, and snow is falling on me, but we had 2.5 days of snowstorm. It's not really cold, it's just -2, -1. Now it's starting to heat up because tomorrow is going to be +9 C's, of course. We already had 18 C's, 20 C's for a while and so on. Everything was nice, but now it's all ruined. So today we're going to get into the house and we're going to make some jerky from moose. Some moose jerky. This is the Yakut knife. I'm always using the Yakut knife for this because this is by far the sharpest knife which I have. Here we have the sheath, made it myself, birch bark. Handle I also made myself. That's not birch bark, but that's birch, gnarly birch. We use birch for almost everything here. Anyway, I know of course that that jerky has kind of gotten a completely different meaning here lately on the big interwebs, but I promise you this is moose. This is not that kind of jerky. We're gonna cut this up in slices, and one of the first things we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of this big chunk here. For now, it's kind of frozen. I take it out of the freezer and I put it in my fridge. My fridge is cold. It's like 2 degrees Celsius or something like that. So like here the next day, it will be still a little bit frozen, but not frozen to the bone or what. There's no bones left in it, but you know what I mean. It's not completely frozen. It makes it far easier to cut because we're gonna cut it into thin slices. One of the things we have to look for is where the grain of the meat goes, so to speak, right? Because we don't want to cut it along the grain. We want to cut it cross grain. That makes it far more easy to chew. So let's see how this guy cuts here. We're gonna cut it in relatively thin pieces. We can see that the grain is going in this direction here. Kind of. We can see it here. It goes like that. So we're gonna cut it like this. As you can see, when it's like semi-frozen, it just cuts much easier. As I can fastly show you, we've been cutting this cross grain, right? So when we if we pull it here, you can see it comes apart really easy. If it was cut the other way around, we'll have to chew very long fibers, and we don't necessarily need that, right? You can see this piece here, it just pulls apart. Awesome meat. One thing about it is if we keep the slices here at this is like 1 millimeter or something, but I think all the way up to like about 3 millimeters or something like this, then you can actually still in the summer dry it outside, because the flies will not lay egg in it, as I have learned from my buddy up in Canada, Torsten, the Aspen Survivor, I think it's called, if I remember correctly. He's a very knowledgeable guy. But he says that the flies, they're clever. You know, when they land on the meat and it's thin, they already know that the meat is too thin for the flies for the larvae, or what they're called, to actually hatch. So their offspring will die. So that's what he say anyway. When the cutting board fills up, I will start to lay it out like this. This moose meat is just, in my opinion, it's the best meat around, by far. And now that we have cut it into slices, it will of course defreeze or thaw up relatively fast, which is good because then we can easier put salt on and spices and this and that. I'm of course gonna show you how I'm doing that. But it's of course great for the wilderness because we can make soups from it, for example, or we can just eat it on the fly. Alright guys, we need to add some salt and spices to these guys here. We have some salt. This is Adigevski salt. I think something like this will do. We have some dried garlic. It's always good. Most likely also do. What we had in the bottom was some smoked paprika. We're gonna add some more of that. And this is just a spice for, principally just a barbecue spice. We're gonna add some of that as well. Smoked paprika. Or paprika, however. So now we have a spice mix. Smells awesome. Spice and salt. Maybe we can add a little bit more salt. We cannot add too much salt to this. The meat will take what it needs and the rest will fall off. So what I'm doing is I'm just sprinkling the spice mix onto these guys here. When I have done that, I will turn them around and do the same on the other side, basically. But this is of course a good way to preserve meat as well. Also, I'm gonna show you pretty soon here the end result. You can see the salt is being absorbed by the meat pretty darn fast. So we added spice to one side. What we can do is we can take a spoon and just squeeze it a little bit into the meat here, the spice mix and salt. Alright guys, so ding, that's what we ended up with. That's something like 1.2 kilo or something. I don't exactly know, but here we have a smaller batch. It's gonna end up looking something like this. And when it's done, it should break very easily into small pieces. Actually, you can make pemmican from this without the spices, of course. But that's what it looks like. This is a container empty container for creatine. I have quite a few of them. But I have what do we call them? Silicate pouches, you know, moist absorbers, which I keep in here. And then this can be stored at room temperature. Of course, the colder the better, but it can be stored by room temperature for a long time. We can eat them, which we'll do in a second. Moose jerky above the stove. We have some more here. And here we have our scary stove. So that's basically it for this little video here, guys. It's not really that difficult. It's very simple. It's very awesome because it's a good way to store meat. And then we have meat chips, basically. You can pound it into a powder, mix it with lard, and you have pemmican, if that's something you fancy. So basically we have to wait for like 5 days or something. This house here is always like 20, 24, 5 degrees C's, very dry, 33, 36% when we are heating, in the heating season here. So that's it, guys. So please check the links in the description. Please consider supporting the channel. I would highly appreciate that, of course. And until next time, get out and train, get it done, do something awesome. And see you next video, guys. 4 days. I have to take it easy. See you guys.